So this is a detached house for not only under $1 million, under 900,000, listed at 850, 30-foot width and 111-foot depth. That is a great sized lot for under $900,000 in the city of Toronto. You are like a 10-minute walk to the new LRT station. Again, ridiculously convenient location for under $900,000. Hey there, people. Welcome back to our series on Toronto family homes under $1 million. So if you watched this initial video from last week, our first video in the series, thanks for coming back. We are recording this on October 22nd, and we're going to see what new has popped up for under $1 million in the kind of under the radar family home space. So if it's your first time watching this, we kind of define a family home as anything from a condo townhouse, semi-detached or detached house in Toronto that is 2 bedrooms or larger. If we're talking condos and condo townhouses, we're trying to look at stuff that's over 900 square feet that would accommodate a family here in the city of Toronto. So let's jump right into it. Enough with the talk. This is my website, under the realestateundertheradar.ca. And if you head to the homepage, you'll see a link to Hidden Gems under $1 million. And this is what pops up. So you can search for homes under $1 million. Again, family-sized homes under $1 million in Toronto. So let's start looking through the listing. So I already kind of browsed a little bit, but a lot of the stuff is live reaction, right? So first one that pops out to me right away in Oakwood Village, very close to home for me, is 185 Alberta Avenue. So I love this building. Great location. In terms of location, I mean, you have a no frills grocery store right behind the building. You can clearly see here at the base of the building, there's LCBO and a Tim Hortons. So everything you possibly could need is right at your fingertips. Not only that, you're on St. Clair, tons of restaurant options, Revolver Pizza just down the street. If you go up Oakwood, you have Primrose Bagel, Oakwood Espresso, Dam Sandwiches, great spots further up Oakwood. So again, everything you could possibly need within a 10 and 15 minute walk from your front door. Also, you have the streetcar right there, and not too far from the new LRT that should open some point in the next, I don't know, decade. Feels like now. Anyhow, that's a conversation for another day. Let's get into the unit, 185 Alberta Avenue. So it's a 2-bedroom, 2-bath, 915 square feet with a 200 square foot terrace. Huge amount of outdoor space for a condo in the city. I believe it also has a gas line with a barbecue hookup, which is huge. So the building itself, for the unit itself, $916 is the maintenance fee. So about $1 a square foot, a little bit on the higher end, but this building is a little bit of a higher end building, luxury finishes. The amenities are well appointed. You have a gym, you have a party room. There's like a common terrace. So you do have some higher end amenities in the building as well. And then those maintenance fees would also include your parking. It doesn't include anything else other than the building insurance. So your other utilities would be separate. So your electricity, your water, your heat would be separate. Taxes are $4,600. Now let's look through the photos of the building really quickly, right? So, I keep saying the unit. So this would be the second washroom, the second bedroom. Second bedroom has plate glass right here. So it's what we call a nested bedroom. So it doesn't have a window that is right on the exterior, but it does have a large plate of glass right here that still allows light into the bedroom. And it has a closet, has a door, so it's still a legit bedroom. Here is the kitchen and living room. So really nice. This is a west-facing exposure, so tons of light. You see super bright in here. It looks like they took these photos on a cloudy day. So you can tell it's still quite bright in this space. One thing I love about this building and some newer condos too, they're getting really better at designing these kitchens, right? So you have the kitchen right here, you have this island, and then see how the island drops down right here and creates like a little table. So the nice thing is that I have a kitchen where we have an island, and I find we eat so many meals just right here at the island because we're not necessarily sitting, there's 4 of us in our family. We're not always sitting together, 4 of us at the table. So it is nice having this little eating area where you can eat. I mean, sometimes I'll sit there with my laptop and work, right? So it is a nice kind of flex space right here. And there's still enough space if you did want a separate table, you can fit it into the space with a couch and a chair, and it looks like a little desk right here. So really good amount of space in the living area for this particular condo. So yeah, you can see it better here, right? So you can see this little area right here where you can sit. You can probably sit 3-4 people there relatively comfortably, especially if they're smaller people. But 2 people, no problem. And there's still enough space for a table. You can see here, this is that plate glass that goes into the bedroom. And this other door right here that's open goes into the primary suite. Yeah, so really nice. Here's the primary suite. The photographer didn't see that there are reflections in the window. Anyhow, I love pointing those little weird things out. So it looks like you have nice closets. So closets on either side leading to that primary ensuite. Really good light again because it's also west facing. So here's the primary ensuite. You got the stand-up shower with the glass enclosure. Again, really nice finishes. Here's the terrace. So 200 square foot terrace that they said with a gas hookup and a barbecue. Yeah, really nice to get this amount of outdoor space right here. Now, the outdoor space, they're not showing it, but it does face the other building that's getting built on the other side of this driveway that leads to the grocery store at the back. So it is a heavily trafficked area, but if I owned this suite, right along the balcony right here, I'd actually probably put some planters, some planter boxes, put a few hedges there to give yourself some privacy and just really kind of create a nice little private space right there. Because it is nice having that outdoor space. And then this is the view from the terrace looking south. So again, right at street level, can be a little bit noisy, but you can do some things to kind of make that terrace a little bit more private. This is one of the amenities, is the party room with the common outdoor terrace. Here's the gym, really nice gym. Even has lockers right here and a water refill station. I mean, I wish my condo gym looked like this. My condo gym is over 20 years old. So this is a really nice gym. I would use it all the time. And that's what your maintenance fees are paying for, right? So it kind of, you save on a gym membership because you actually have a really nice, well-appointed gym in this building. So that could save you $100, $150, $200 a month right there. So that's enough for that building. Let's head on to something else. So let's look at here. Let's stay in the West End at 110 Cameron Avenue in Keelesdale. So this is a detached house for not only under $1 million, under $900,000, listed at $850,000. So this one right here, it is sitting on a fairly decent sized lot too, a 30-foot width and 111-foot depth. That is a great sized lot for under $900,000 in the city of Toronto. I mean, this particular unit right here is pretty close to the new LRT. Let's look at the map really quickly. Yeah, so you can see where that dot is right there. Now let's zoom in. That is Eglinton right there. And the new station is right here. So you are like a 10-minute walk to the new LRT station whenever that thing opens. But again, ridiculously convenient location for under $900,000. When that LRT opens, you'll be downtown in 20 minutes. That's wild. And only that, I mean, actually, let's go back to this map a little bit, because not only are you close to Caledonia Station right here, you're not too far from pretty much there's a massive Black Creek transit station getting built here at Eglinton and Black Creek. You'd probably be a 30-minute walk there, but it's going to have the Up Express station there, a GO train station there. It connects to the LRT. It's going to then connect to the extension of the LRT. So from right here, I mean, you can jump on the Up Express and be at Pearson really quickly, be downtown quickly. So you have a ton of transit options from this location. And then, needless to say, I mean, Black Creek's right there. So if you are a car commuter, you're up to the 401 to the 400 really quickly. So if you have a cottage up north, again, quick access in and out of the city. So, I mean, oh man, this location is stellar, especially at that price point as well. So let's look at the taxes really quickly. I mean, right now it's a vacant house, $3,700 for tax. And this is a 3-bedroom home with 2 washrooms. Now, I believe this home, like I saw it pop up the other day, I think it's a little dated, but it looks to be in great shape, right? I mean, it's dated, probably needs a few updates here and there. It looks like they already did a few updates. You got like the AC unit right here. Yeah, it looks like a well taken care of home that's just a little dated, but it looks clean. It looks like, doesn't look like this place is about to fall down. It looks like whoever lived here took really good care of the home. Now, these are photos. I mean, it'll be interesting to see when you go in, but yeah, just from the photos, it looks like nice home. Needs a little bit of updates. Well, I shouldn't say need. I always say need, but most people would want to do a few updates here. But again, looks to be like a really, really nice home. Heading down to the basement. Basement looks like it had a kitchen down here. So it has the potential to potentially turn that into an additional income suite if you wanted to. But yeah, there's the second bathroom down there. Yeah, great lot though. Again, 30 by 111. I mean, that is an insane. So, I mean, you could probably also do an addition onto this home if you wanted to, based on that lot size. You have a nice little garage off the back there. So garden suite potential, I would say as well. Again, take that with a grain of salt. You have to do your own due diligence. If you're interested in taking a look at this house, or if you're interested in this home, I could also help you with that. Doing the due diligence to see if it is part of the garden suite. I would assume, we all know what assume means sometimes, but I would assume that the garden suite would be doable in this location. Actually, looks like right behind the garage is also an extra space back there. So, man, that lot, that location, I mean, I'm selling it to myself right now. But yeah, showing Keelesdale Station. Keelesdale's a little bit further west from there, but it's actually, I would say, closer to the Caledonia Station. Oh, they actually even gave the floor plan. Oh, stellar. I love when agents do this. Thank you, agent who listed this home and put that floor plan there. Yeah, great layout, great home. Whew. Man, anyone watching this interested in this home, reach out because this is a nice one. I really, really like it. Okay, let's move on to something else. So far, I mean, this is the winner of this video, 110 Cameron. I really, really, really like that home. Okay, let's see. Oh, another Birdstone. If you watched last week's video, I kind of waxed poetic about these townhouses and the location. If you're interested more of hearing about all of that, check out the last video. But another one just popped up here for $820,000 for a 3-bed, 2-bath. It says 1,000 to 1,200 square feet. I think this is actually closer to 1,100 square feet in a great location in Toronto. Definitely worth a check out. I mean, head to my website if you want to look at that listing. Really nice. I mean, I love the location. Love that little development. Let's find something else in the East End. Here we go. 439 Leslie Street in Riverdale. 3-bed, 2-bath. Now, this one's listed at $900,000. To be honest, I think this one might sell for over $1 million, but worth peak, right? So listed at $899, 4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, great lot, 19 by 50. Listed by one of my colleagues at Sage. Taxes, $4,400. So yeah, let's take a quick look through the photos. So really cool lot. I mean, I know it's like a weird size, but yeah, it has great curb appeal. The interior looks like, again, really nice, well-maintained home. Looks like it's had a few updates over the years, but not a crazy renovation. I like when people kind of keep the original character of homes and don't over renovate. This is like a renovation that's appropriate for the location and kind of respects the house itself, right? Keeps a lot of the original details and did the upgrades you need to. Looks like vinyl windows and all those kinds of things, right? You do the right updates, but you don't over renovate. You want to keep that character in the house, right? So yeah, really, really nice character, nice home, great location. Will it stay under $1 million? I don't know. But I mean, listed for under $1 million, really cool features in this house. Here's the basement, has a little basement apartment. Yeah, really, really nice home. Love it. Okay, let's move on to the next one on our list. Let's find condo townhouse. Who do we go? Florence Street? Or we do go Jane Street? I'm going to go Jane Street. I love this little infill project on Jane. This city needs a lot more of these types of developments, right? So not a massive condo tower with 40 stories. This is a 4-level building. I forget exactly how many units, but not a ton of units. Fits well within the community. Great scale, great size. Every unit has good views. This is what the city needs more of. Developments like 441 Jane. Underground parking. Yeah, great building. So this one's listed at $799,000. It is a 2-bed, 2-bath, over 1,000 square foot home. Maintenance fee $715. Not wild for that size of unit. Taxes $4,750. Now, why do I love this building other than the great location and the great scale and I mean the whole just city building aspect of this one? what I really like are the finishes in this building. Everything feels really high end, right? So let's look at this first photo, like right away, right? Like these stone counters, great views. Look, just actually, yeah, let's look at the light coming in there, right? Like look at that light hitting that plant. Oh, just, I love it. Yeah, so smaller kitchen, but again, just well appointed, right? Nice appliances, great finishes, and finishes that are like timeless, right? This stuff necessarily won't go out of style. Flooring, look at that. That looks like a herringbone design. Can't really tell closely, but like hardwood floors. Yeah, just finishes. Excellent in this particular unit right here. And listed for only $800,000. This is another one probably will sell just a little bit over the ask price, but I mean, it'll probably might stay under $1 million, I would hazard to guess. I mean, if you're interested in any of these ones, especially where I'm not too sure of where the pricing is going to go, just reach out and I can drop you, do a little quick analysis of where the numbers are at and where I think any of these properties might sell. I mean, you don't necessarily have to buy any of these ones. If you're just curious about what they might sell for, reach out and I can help you run those numbers. But yeah, really nice bedrooms, rooftop. Was that a rooftop terrace? No. Oh, yeah, maybe. Yeah, there's a little den right here with a little terrace off the back there. Great use of that little space, right? Little desk, great for work at home. Washer dryer with all your mechanicals in that room. Yeah, little rooftop terrace. I like it. I like it a lot. Great views into the neighborhood in the Bloor West Village area. So you're a quick walk down to Bloor Street. Easy access on Jane. You can take the bus down to Bloor Street on Jane, or you can walk. It's not a long walk down to Bloor Street. You're also close to all the cool little shops along a net. Yeah, love it. It's barbecue there. Great views. Yeah, love this listing as well. Cool. Let's find one more. Let's look at one more listing. There was one listing that I wanted to take a peek at that I thought was great value. Where are we? Here we are. William Jackson Way. So this is over here back into the West End again. So it's an interesting location. Here, let's look at it right here. We are kind of in the New Toronto area, right? So just near Lakeshore. Right, so Lakeshore is right here, right? You got the Gardner right there. Yeah, the New Toronto area, it's always been one of those areas that's next up. And I really do feel like it is next up. I mean, there's a ton of new development coming there. And you're so close to Toronto, but yet you still have that great access to all these beautiful parks down by the lake. And the next video that I'm going to be dropping on my channel is about parks and your proximity to parks and how important it is for kids in the city, especially in the city, to grow up near parks. And even if you don't grow up in the city, right, there's so much focus sometimes on having a backyard, but having your kids play by themselves or just with one or two siblings in the backyard, well, that can be fun for about 20 minutes, but there's just something about going to the park and playing with other kids and interacting and building social skills that I think it's so important to be close to green space, not only just in the city and anywhere, right? So you are a nice, easy walk down to the lake and to the park. And yeah, I think it's just so important. Anyway, let's get back to the unit itself. So I've seen some of these townhouses before. Really well done. 1,300 square feet of space in a 3-bed, 3-bath for under $900,000. And I mean, at this location, you can either take the Lakeshore streetcar, which becomes a Queen streetcar, into Toronto. It can take a little bit of time if there's a lot of traffic, but it's still fairly quick because it doesn't mix into traffic until you hit C in Parkdale. So it does actually mix into traffic a little bit in New Toronto. Then it gets its own little lane as it goes through south of High Park. It has its own dedicated lane, and then it mixes back into traffic on Queen Street. But for the most part, it's still relatively quick. Or you can jump on the GO train right there and be downtown pretty quickly on the go. Or if you're a cyclist, jump on that waterfront trail. I mean, you can be downtown in under 20 minutes if you're a pretty decent cyclist. So yeah, built by reputable developer Menkes, 3-bed, 3-bath. Maintenance fees super reasonable, $441 for a 1,300 square foot unit is excellent. 2 parking spaces. I mean, where do you find, you barely find 2 parking spaces sometimes in a $4 million detached house. in Toronto. So 2 parking spaces is excellent. Taxes $4,000. Let's look through some of the photos. Condo townhouses are often maligned because people are so worried about the stairs, and I understand if you have mobility issues, totally valid, right? So it doesn't really work if you have mobility issues. But if you're able-bodied, you get a lot of good value in a condo townhouse, right? Yeah, you do have to deal with the stairs a little bit, but 3 bedrooms and 1,300 square feet for under 900 grand in the city. It's tough to beat that, right? I mean, you can go out to many of the suburbs and you're not going to be able to find this even for this price point, right? Or if you do find it for under this price point, you're tacking on an hour and a half drive out of the city, right? Especially with all these offices requiring this back to work. I mean, would you take an extra 100, 200 square feet and a slightly larger backyard for a 2-hour commute? Some people might. I myself, I would not. I would much rather this with a shorter commute. So yeah, we just looked through some of the bedrooms, bathrooms, heading up to the second floor. So that last one was the first bedroom. It was on the main floor. Washer dryers on the second floor. Second bathroom is there. You got the 2 bedrooms, right? So 1 bedroom right here, set up as a baby room right now. And then you've got probably still a baby room. Primary suite, here we go. The primary suite, a really nice design, has an ensuite. Huge bonus, right? So ensuite, second full washroom, and then there was a powder room on the main floor when I was kind of scrolling through those photos and waxing poetic about the suburb versus city. So kind of hit a lot of check boxes, to be honest, right? So ensuite, primary bedroom, 3 bedrooms, powder room on the main floor, and then you got rooftop terrace. And this is a really nice size rooftop terrace, right? So sometimes you see these rooftop terraces and it kind of just feels like this tiny little cramped space. This is not a cramped space. You have space for a barbecue here. You have a dining table. You have a sitting area. This isn't a throwaway rooftop terrace. This is a serious sized rooftop terrace, right? I mean, one thing I like to see with rooftop terrace is people throw down some of that fake grass. I know it can be pricey, but once you put a little bit of grass down here, warm up the space a little bit. Like I mentioned with the Alberta one, I mean, if you wanted a little bit of privacy, you could throw some planters right here with some hedges to kind of create a little bit more privacy right there. But yeah, I mean, great rooftop patio here in a 3 bedroom, 3 bathrooms, where you still have the outdoor space. And if you need, here's the parking. And if you're needing the green space, again, you're not far from the large park near Lakeshore, right? And you're down near the lake. I mean, there's tons of bike storage in this development too. I think I've seen it, but maybe it just never registered. Yeah, right? Like, I mean, excellent. It was probably a good way to really end this video on this particular unit. I really like it a lot. So yeah, anyhow, if you're interested in any of the listings we saw, reach out. I can give you any extra info that you might need, or if you're interested in booking a showing, seeing any of these units, certainly reach out. Also browse my website, right? You can go through all these listings on your own. If there's anything here that you want more info on or interested in seeing, reach out. What else? Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Ooh, there's a couple other listings on here that maybe we'll see another one. I love that building, 228 Queens Quay. Anyway, let's not get distracted. We are now 25 minutes in. That's enough for this week. Yeah, if you like this video, click like, click subscribe, watch our last video, old versus new homes. It was a great video. Our new video coming up is even better, where we talk about parks. I'm a sports parent. This one's for the sports parents out there. So watch out for that one. Should be dropping on Friday, maybe Saturday if the editing takes a little bit long, but it will be coming out this week. Watch for that. So yeah, like, subscribe. Thanks for watching. And as always, peace.